It's Sunday, 14th of August 2016, and the question today that's been asked is, what is a corporate university? What do we mean by this term, this increasingly popular term, a corporate university? After all, we're all familiar with what a university is as an academic institution, but what is exactly a corporate university? Well, the idea is not in any way, shape or form to replace an academic university, indeed not, but to add to the notion, to ideally the academic institution in the university should be in partnership with the corporation. But essentially, here is the difference. We go to an academic university which teaches us a broad range of subjects in arts and sciences, for example, to better equip us in the real world. That's the aim, always has been the aim, to help us develop our knowledge and skills and to research into new knowledge and innovate, hopefully, or work in partnership with organisations that can commercialise the research. Academic institutions, research institutions, academies and universities generally have done a great job and continue to do so for society. But the corporate university really was born with the idea that within an organisation we could have a curriculum of learning specifically to help the organisation develop the knowledge and skills, competencies needed to better achieve the corporate objectives. Whereas we send people to university to develop some general skills, for example, a Master's of Business Administration, MBA, would equip us better in those areas of business generally, whether it's human resource management, whether it's strategy development, whether it's finance and admin, whether it's operations and project management, better projects. It does a very good job at that. But in a corporate university, the curriculum is very much specifically focused on the specific objectives of the organisation. After all organisations are really set up because they have a purpose. They have some objectives to achieve. That's their meaning. And if there is within the organisation a more focused learning, a more focused curriculum of learning, and knowledge and skills development specifically aimed at the corporate objectives to achieve or exceed them, that's more powerful. So corporate universities, first of all, were set up simply to be able to have a more focused, a more strategic approach. They're a strategic lever, they're focusing, it's a tool. A corporate university is a very powerful tool. It's a strategic lever to help the organisation achieve its objectives better. And of course that can work beautifully in combination with a university where some of the skills, knowledge and skills can be developed within the general university curriculum. However, when this term first came about, in the 1990s really, early 2000s, many companies simply renamed their training departments corporate universities. That's okay. At least it focuses us on the importance of focusing our learning, not just sending people on learning courses everywhere, but focused learning to the corporate's needs and objectives. But it doesn't really equate to what we would commonly understand to be a university, which awards academic degrees, higher degrees, and research opportunities. But that was the first wave of corporate university. The second wave of corporate university are those organizations that didn't just rename their training departments, but actually specifically designed and developed higher education, executive education, to enable their executives to better achieve the organization's objectives. In other words, a more focused, more high level, whereas a university will generally deal with undergraduates, graduates, and so on. Different layers of academic achievement. Again, this is worthy, but not quite what we'd expect of the notion of a university. The third of the four is where organizations develop specific education modules, normally specifically higher education, higher executive education modules for achieving objectives, but this time in partnership with academic universities. Their modules could achieve academic accreditation. So in other words, if a company developed a module, let's say on the knowledge economy, which is a very interesting new module to study and understand what this global knowledge economy is, together with partnership with the university would award credits towards maybe a master's degree. So studying at your corporate university, normally during the work at the workplace, very practically applying learning and developing, this became an even far more powerful form of corporate university. Highly focused training and education, qualified by and recognized by the academic community. And of course the fourth and final, not necessarily final, but the fourth key approach to the corporate university is taking that step 3 a bit further, where not only does the organization develop a module, but develops a series of modules, each of which, in partnership with an academic university, are academically accredited so that the organization can actually award, together with the university, its own degrees. This is truly what a corporate university could be. It doesn't replace the academic universities by any means, nor will it ever. But there is a recognition of a fundamental shift going on in education. It's not just good enough to work with the more generalized curriculum of a university completely, but in addition to specifically work with modules that have been developed specifically for the organization's purpose, that award and recognize the academic achievement is a very, very powerful strategic lever. So I hope now you can see better what a corporate university is and how an organization could develop a corporate university within. Ideally, of course, in partnership with an academic university and with a learning development plan and with accreditation and quality standards in place that would enable those modules to be academically recognized together with the university. One day, of course, if the corporate university is developing its own modules in a master's degree that is academically accredited, it becomes a very powerful university in its own right.